Congratulations on the promotion, Deepak. Well deserved.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate the opportunity.
Imagine this. You finally land that big promotion. Your salary jumps from $60,000 to $90,000 a year. You feel unstoppable. 6 months later, you're still checking your bank account on the 15th, wondering how you're already broke again. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of hardworking Americans are trapped in a silent, invisible system that's keeping them poor, even as their paychecks get bigger every year. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden trap nobody talks about, why your salary itself might be the very thing preventing you from building real wealth. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Let me take you back a few years. I had a friend named Marcus, who was making solid money as a software engineer in Austin. When I met him, he was pulling in about $70,000. Nice apartment, decent car, weekends out with friends. Then he got promoted twice in 18 months. Suddenly, he was clearing $120,000. On paper, Marcus had made it. But when we caught up last year, he looked stressed. Bigger apartment in a better neighborhood, leased luxury SUV, private gym membership, and subscriptions for everything under the sun. His new lifestyle had quietly swallowed every extra dollar. He wasn't saving more, he was actually saving less as a percentage of his income. Marcus wasn't irresponsible. He was simply caught in the salary trap, and the system is designed for this to happen. Here's what most people don't realize. Your salary is not your wealth. It's not even close. A salary is just money exchanged for your most finite resource, your time. And in America, that exchange comes with some very expensive strings attached. First, there's the tax layer that hits you before the money even touches your account. Federal income tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, and in many cities, local taxes too. That nice raise you got? The IRS is already waiting with open hands. But the real killer isn't just the taxes you see. It's what happens next. This is where the hidden trap reveals itself. Lifestyle inflation, also known as lifestyle creep. Your brain is wired to adapt to new levels of income almost instantly. You get a raise, and suddenly that 2-bedroom apartment feels too small. The reliable Honda doesn't match your new title. The vacation you used to dream about becomes a basic expectation. Restaurants that felt like a treat now feel like Tuesday night. Before you know it, your expenses have expanded to match or even exceed your new income. Studies consistently show that even high earners, doctors, lawyers, and tech professionals, making well over $200,000 a year, often live paycheck to paycheck because they never learned to separate their lifestyle from their salary. Think about it like this. Every time your income increases, you have a golden window of opportunity, usually lasting just a few months, where your old expenses haven't caught up yet. That gap between your new earnings and your old spending habits is pure financial rocket fuel. But most people fill that gap immediately with upgraded versions of everything they already had. The result? You're running faster on the hamster wheel, but never actually moving forward. Now let's talk about the math that makes this trap so dangerous. Inflation is quietly eating away at the purchasing power of every dollar you earn. The money in your checking account loses value every single year. Meanwhile, if you're not aggressively investing the difference, you're falling behind, even when it feels like you're doing well. This is why someone earning $80,000 today might actually have less real buying power than their parents did at 50,000 decades ago, once you adjust for housing, healthcare, education, and everyday costs. The real game isn't increasing your salary forever. The real game is increasing the gap between what you earn and what you spend, then putting that gap to work through assets that generate money while you sleep. This is where 401ks, Roth IRAs, and brokerage accounts become your greatest allies. When you contribute to a 401k, especially with employer matching, you're essentially getting free money from your company while reducing your taxable income. Compound interest, then, does the heavy lifting over time. $10,000 invested at age 30, growing at a conservative 8% annual return, becomes over $100,000 by age 65. But if you wait until 45 to invest that same $10,000, you're looking at less than half that amount. Time beats timing every single time. Your FICO score plays a role here too. High earners with poor credit often pay thousands more in interest every year on cars, credit cards, and mortgages. They think their big salary protects them, but bad debt is an equalizer that quietly transfers wealth from their future self to banks and lenders. The salary trap convinces you that more income will solve your problems, when in reality, better financial habits and systems are what actually create freedom. I've seen the other side of this equation. I know a teacher in the Midwest making just $55,000 a year who is actually building more wealth than many six-figure professionals. How? She maxes out her retirement accounts, lives in a modest home she bought years ago, drives a paid-off car, and automatically invests every raise she gets. Her salary never increased dramatically, but her net worth has. Meanwhile, the executive making $250,000 with a massive mortgage, private school tuition, and luxury car payments is one job loss away from serious financial stress. The hidden trap runs even deeper when you consider how your salary shapes your identity. Many of us tie our self-worth to our title and paycheck. This makes it psychologically painful to live below our means because it feels like a step backward. But building wealth requires exactly that. The willingness to live like your future self is more important than your current self's comfort. It means choosing delayed gratification in a world engineered to sell you instant pleasure. So what does breaking free actually look like? It starts with radical honesty about your numbers. Track every dollar for 30 days. You'll be shocked at where your money disappears. Then make a decision that your next raise, bonus, or tax refund belongs first to your future self. Automate transfers to your investment accounts the same day your paycheck hits. Treat savings like a non-negotiable bill you pay yourself first. Cut the subscriptions you don't use. Cook more meals at home. Drive the paid-off car for 2 more years. These aren't sacrifices. They're strategic decisions that buy you something most high earners never get: options. The beautiful truth is that you don't need to become a millionaire overnight. You need to stop the slow leak that's been draining your potential for years. Every extra dollar that flows into assets instead of lifestyle is a quiet rebellion against a system that profits from keeping you consuming. Your salary is a tool, not a destination. It's the starting point, not the finish line. If you're watching this right now and feeling that quiet frustration of earning more but having less freedom, understand this: the trap is not your fault, but staying in it is a choice. The moment you decide that your net worth matters more than your next raise, everything changes. Start small, start today. Increase your 401k contribution by just 1%. Open that Roth IRA. Sell the car that's bleeding you dry. Build the gap between your income and your expenses, then guard it fiercely. Your future self, the one who can work because they want to, not because they have to, is counting on the decision you're about to make. The salary trap has claimed enough victims. Don't let it claim you. The path to real wealth isn't found in climbing the corporate ladder faster. It's found in stepping off the treadmill entirely and building something that lasts. You've got this. Now go make your money work harder than you do.